Hello, Assalamu alaikum, honorable judges. We are IoT Epoch 22 and we bring you our project MatriSense. Now, what is this about? So, we know that fundamentally a problem is that pregnant mothers in remote regions face issues in checking whether their current symptoms are risky or not because visiting health workers, especially during monsoon or other natural disasters, becomes very tough for them. Then again, there is a stigma around disclosing pregnancy or health issues early, and in many rural households, women cannot make independent decisions regarding their health. They must rely on the permission on and financial support of husbands or male family members who may deprioritize maternal health care. So, in all, a mother's first sign of danger during pregnancy is often described at home, in Bangla, days before anyone with medical training hears about it. MatriSense closes that gap, from a home symptom to a structured, referral-ready case reviewed by a real health worker. So, acha, wait, what the fuck? So here comes MatriSense, an AI-native maternal triage and health referral system for rural pregnant mothers and frontline health workers. For mothers, it offers a private Bangla text or voice symptom reporting, early warning guidance, less unnecessary travel for low-risk concerns, and faster escalation when risk is high. For health workers, it turns scattered verbal reports into structural maternal cases with profile, symptom timeline, risk flags, follow-up answers. For the health system, those cases become longitudinal rural pregnancy records, improving visibility and unreported symptoms and maternal risk trends. Unlike a free-form chatbot, LLMs help the Bangla understanding and explanation, while rules decide urgency and health workers remain responsible for care decisions. So let's dive into the live demonstration. So this is the dashboard page. Here we can see that the total number of triages we have performed till now, the next appointment we have with our doctor, and our current risk rate. So let's first import our trimester, and then let's give our week. Let's say I'm on my 8th week. And then let's give our location. I'm going to use GPS to auto set my location, and that's done. Then I'm going to give 3 random symptoms. And finally, I'm going to enter some description. And I'm going to start the triage finally. Now the AI is evaluating my AIMS reports, and it has evaluated these 3 symptoms. It's going to further ask me if any questions if it feels like, and for now it has decided that it's not necessary to ask me questions. So according to the AI, my risk is high right now. It has generated a Bangla summary and some directions for me to follow. And now it has also given us some sources where it has referenced all these symptoms with. We'll not show the chat. So I'm going to select a quick option from here. And so it has decided that I should go to a hospital. And so I'm going to ask. So based on my location, it has suggested these hospitals, and it is showing me which one is nearest to me. And so for the ease, I'm going to select this first hospital. And now it has initiated a referral system for me with the health worker who is going to review my case. So let's return to the dashboard and let's my history. As you can see, this is my last completed triage. Moreover, I can upload documents from here. Automated AI assisted one where we can either take a photo if I'm using a real phone and or choose from gallery. So since we're on my desktop right now, it's going to ask me to open a prescription. I'm going to upload this sample prescription, or which is actually a report. So the AI has analyzed my report, and it has collected these blood tests results. I can continue, and of course there is a larger summary over here. I can continue. So let's move on. Let's save without discussing. And here is our document which we just analyzed with the current date, and here are the data that was obtained from him. We can of course come into our clinical data page to see all our data aggregated in a place. And the profile section is a very simple place to edit your profile. Here, as we can see, there is a very important feature here, which is the privacy and consent. This controls our sharing with the health professionals, the data that we have uploaded, especially the documents. Now let's move on and look at the. Coming to the dashboard, I am presented with a nice list of presets. Let's look at the first triage, which we just created right now, actually. So this opens into the per patient page or the per patient portal. It can also be accessed from the patient list from here, like so. And now we will review our patient. So first we can see the patient profile. We can see the location, and it's waiting for the next checkup date. So I'm going to manage the case, and I'm going to select it as viewed, and I'm going to select the next checkup date as, say, Saturday. So it has been set, and now let's move on to the next part, which is the documents. I can see the documents that the patient has uploaded. I can see what data has been obtained from the document, and also the summaries generated by the AI. Well, so next we move on to the clinical data. Again, since the patient is sharing their consent, we can see their clinical data in detail, including graphs, just as they can see their changes over time. For next on, we have recommendations. Where we have the location of the health worker, and we have the guidance that has been provided to the to the patient by the AI. We can see the triage review, that is the symptoms that they had given us, and any exceptions or guidance cards that was generated. Finally, we will give them a referral to any hospital. Now, we had in our chat session accepted the hospital. I have already clicked the accepted button a while ago, and if we want, we can also give them a referral to any other hospital if we want, like for example, and the hospital has been assigned to them. So finally, we deliver the referral to the patient. So the triage review system on behalf of the health worker is completed. Here, the patient app collects data using Bangla text or voice and uses Grok Whisper to transcribe. Gemini extracts such structured symptoms. Decisions are taken based on a rule engine, not the LLM. The knowledge retrieval is done using RAG and from our MongoDB database. The LLM explains why within these retrieved boundaries, and it never exceeds the set boundaries for verification. Then a safety check is run using a safety check validator, which blocks diagnosis that or any other ill. Finally, up next, a safety check is done using a safety validator, which blocks diagnosis, doses, or risk downgrades before anything reaches the patient. Finally, the output is given to the patient. The patient sees their risk level, warning signs, and next steps. And post-triage, guided assessment contains a safe conversation using the same triage system via MCP tools. So what's the current limitations? The image quality dependency, low light or blurry handwritten documents are not processed properly. API connectivity, Gemini and Grok require a stable connection. Direct validation, regional Bangla dialects can occasionally cause symptom extraction errors, and MVP scope, admin verification, workflow, and SMS notification are designed but not fully production hardened, which is we aim to integrate SMS login instead of email, which will streamline the sign-up process far better. We have scaling potential, the government partnership with a direct pilot with MoHF, DGHS, or DGFP. NGO health licensing, implementing partnerships with BRAC, ICT-DRB, and leveraging existing fields. We have a roadmap, which is first offline PWA, client-side rule engine, document queue, the local LLM. We are going to move on for local LLM as well, graph rack, and SMS alert system. In conclusion, MatriSense provides a blueprint for responsible deployment of generative AI.